So today I'm going to show you a really delicious snack that I like. That's low calorie. It's cauliflower. So I'm going to do a quick pickle of this cauliflower. I'm going to end up with about 2 quarts of it, and I'm going to eat all of it myself because Mr. Cook doesn't like it. So to start this off, I'm going to make the brine. I'm going to know it. So the brine is 1.5 cups of water and 1.5 cups of apple cider vinegar. If I can measure this without my glasses on. Now the original recipe of this, I have done 1.5 of it because I always seem to end up with not enough brine or something goes wrong. So so hopefully that's going to work today because it's always just winging it. So this is 1.5 cups of regular white vinegar. So what's really going to give it that pickliness? That's almost a whole little bottle of that. Okay. I've got some garlic cloves. I've cut them in half. My recipe that I've been following calls for 2, and yeah, right. I'm going to put like 6 in there. There is 3 tablespoons of sugar and I need a couple teaspoons of salt, like 3.5 teaspoons. It's kind of funky when you are I'm not doubling it. I'm doing 1.5. So 2, 3, and a smidge more. Okay, so now I'm going to put this on the stove and let that come to a boil and dissolve that sugar. So let's put that on over here on my usual medium heat and just let that kind of sit there a little bit. Okay, now for the cauliflower, my deal here is I'm going to put this in 2 quarts. This recipe I've been following, like first time I made it, I'm like, no, that's not going to work. They called for pints, and that's just dumb. And I'm the only one that eats it. I'm not gifting it or anything. So what I'm going to do is cut this into florets. I'm just going to start with 1/2 of this right down the middle there. I have found that I want them to be not too small, but not too big too. Once it gets too small, like if you get like this, they just crumble away in the, I mean, I'll still use it, but they'll fall away in the jar, and then it's just a bunch of cauliflower crumbles. So I'm just gonna kind of do sort of about this size. Put them in there. Try not to cut myself with my new knife. Yeah, kind of like that. The thing is, I usually find that I end up with, I'm not going to keep putting that in there just now. I end up with more cauliflower than anything else. So I'm just going to pile this up right now because I want to put some other ingredients in the bottom of the jar first. Or top, I don't know. See, I'm just winging it. All right, so while I'm doing this, I think I'll go ahead and show you the other things I'm going to add, which is so dill weed if you have it, like fresh dill, but I never have that, especially this time of year. So I just use a little dill seed. You can use mustard seed, coriander seed, whatever you want. So I'm just going to do like about 1/2 teaspoon, or a little less, I guess, in each of these jars, because that makes it dilly. Dilly. Pepper flakes is an optional thing. I really like mine nice and spicy, so I'm gonna go ahead and put a generous amount in there, maybe about 1/2 teaspoon, I think. It looks good. Some peppercorns. Let's get these out of here without making a mess. I'm just gonna put, I'm gonna divide this, it's about a teaspoon or so, into these 2 jars. Like that. In the past, I'm not doing it today, but I've actually put in like a dried pepper because it can look really pretty with the dried pepper. You can put a bay leaf in there. I already have plenty of stuff in there, so I'm not going to do that this time. What did I forget? Nothing. You can put, oh wait, my onion. That's what it is. Onion too. So this is about a half of an onion. I've sliced it and then have them in halves like this because these make for really good on your salad, like pickled onions. So I'm gonna put a bit of that in there. This is all just estimating. Just that main thing I want to get in there is that cauliflower. So okay, that's the main thing. So I'm gonna keep putting these in here. It's kind of tricky to get them so they fit the best, you know. Check on this. Not doing anything yet. So, just gonna fill the jar up. Both these jars. Too much stem. So this is really, like I said, it's really a good snack. I like to, a lot of times in the afternoon, I'll just eat a couple pickles, just because I'm craving that sweet, tangy thing. Look at the mess I'm making. I'm cooking like you. It's gonna be just right. So I've actually made this before where the head of cauliflower is so giant. Can't, yeah, like this is just gonna fill these up. Perfect. I'm not doing it exact. Just for me. Uh-oh, look how close this is going to be. Maybe I'll put more onion in then. That did not fill it up. More of this. I haven't really experimented with too many other things yet in here because I just like it this way. Okay, there's my nice mess. Put my onion in there. I'm just gonna wait for my brine. And as soon as that's hot, we'll come back and I'll show you what we're gonna do with that. Okay, my, you can't really see anything in there, but it's the sugar dissolved. It just kind of came to a boil. Mainly it's just to get it nice and hot and dissolve the sugar. So what I'm gonna do now is use my handy dandy jar doodad. I wanna first try to get some of this garlic in each one of these. Oh, toxic. Wow. Don't put your nose over it. Woo, I should know better than that. Okay, one more in there. Okay, now I'm gonna put some juice in there. And I mainly just wanna make sure it's gonna cover. It's gonna be a close call. Hopefully I made enough. Ha! Boy, I'm just really good, huh? Follow me. Oh, look, it's spilling more than I'm getting in there, huh? I think it's just right. Oh, perfect. Yep. So then what we're going to do with this is put lids on there. Oh. Yep, there we go. I'm going to put a lid on these and leave them on the counter for 24 hours. And that's going to kind of cook that cauliflower just enough. And then they're going to go into the refrigerator. And I would give them about a week at least. These lids are really awesome if you haven't found these for, if you reuse your jars. These I like because they seal. So I can, well, not perfectly, but so I can shake them up a little bit. There we go. See? Check that out. So there you have it. There's some pickled cauliflower, sloppily done by Kelly Cook. It's just for my own use anyway, so it's totally fine. Okay, so it's been about 2 weeks, I'd say, since we made the pickled cauliflower. And first let me just say, when you put that in the refrigerator, make sure your lid's just a little loose because we just almost strained Matthew's back getting this unscrewed a little bit. Anyway, so here we've got, it's kind of got this nice color that the peppers and, you know, the red pepper stuff made it. And I'm gonna give it a taste and see. I actually have tasted some in the other jar. Oh, I'll take a big bite. So what I like about it is it's really crunchy. It's like pickles, you know. I like a nice crunchy pickle, but it's tart. It's got a little bit of spice. Not as hot as I expected it to be, but it really came out good. I love this for a snack. Anyhow, thank you for watching Two Cooks in the Kitchen. Remember to subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time.